So I just flipped my mirror down to put makeup on because we're on our way somewhere. And I noticed that I have put 2 different colored earrings in this morning. So did not even notice it till I looked in the mirror. So obviously my mind was somewhere else.
We're at the Lone Pine Campground in Doddridge County, West Virginia, and I'm going to do a couple speed tests so you can see what what you can expect here. And as usual, I'm going to run an AT&T test and a T-Mobile test. And let's do the T-Mobile first, because that's the Wi-Fi router that we do have in Gemini, our 28-foot international airstream, and we're connected to that right now. And so we'll get that test pulled up right here, and then let's press go on our app. We're going to check the T-Mobile download speed. And of course, remember that that router is actually inside the airstream, so we're coming through the aluminum skin and all the framing right now. And we're over almost at 190 megabits, 187 download, 36.8 on upload. So let's shut off our Wi-Fi, and we're going to connect just to with our AT&T signal, which is barely 1 bar. And we'll see what we get with this and if we can get anything. So it's still even looking for an optimal server. And I want to note that this campground does set in a valley, so there's going to be very difficult for any cell signals to get here. So our download speed on AT&T is 0.12 megabits. Our upload speed is 0.02 MBS. And that is the most abysmal ratings that I've had in any park we've been at.
Slug Bug Classic.
Your destination is on the right.
Look, it's in here. Come on in.
All right, made it in. Look at that death mask of Aaron Burr.
I was told that there's hair on the other side of the mask. This is an actual original, it's not a replica.
After fatally wounding Alexander Hamilton in 1804, Vice President Aaron Burr was shunned by politicians and clients. Thomas Jefferson even dropped him as vice president. Facing potential murder charges, Burr fled New York and headed west. Traveling along the Mississippi and Ohio rivers, he amassed a small army and was likely plotting to invade and annex Mexico, and then declare himself king of the western U.S. and Mexico territories.
While traveling the Ohio River, Burr met Harmon Blennerhassett. Blennerhassett was a wealthy Irish immigrant who owned an island complete with his grand, newly built mansion.
Not wanting to throw away his shot, Burr used Blennerhassett's island as a training ground for his troops, with Blennerhassett providing most of the funding. We're on the Island Belle ferry to go to the Blennerhassett's island.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today for this too.
Look down this road, isn't it beautiful?
Wow.
The wagon ride area for waiting is over here.
I'm gonna take the tree out today. We're gonna start our tour right here to the left. Now look at the black walnut grave. It was planted in 1935 by a man named the only thing we have is in the field is sugar, Sam, and Bill. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the ride with me today, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day here on the island. When we get up here, you are more than welcome to go love on these girls.
Good horses you are. Good girls. Good girls. Yeah, nice job. Good girls. Good girls. They gave us a good ride. Did you pet the horses?
Did not. Did not. As a youngster, I was kicked pretty bad by a horse. I'm always a little nervous around creatures this big. Behind us is the restored Blennerhassett mansion. Mr. and Mrs. Blennerhassett were immigrants from Ireland to the new United States and built this mansion right here on this island. Mr. Blennerhassett was left Ireland due to quite a scandal, believed that he was trying to overthrow the government, plus another scandal in that he was married to his own niece, his sister's daughter.
So we're just about to go in and get a tour.
Should be pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then they reached this island, which had been recently purchased by Elijah Backus. They bought it, and this was technically Virginia at the time. The mansion took 2.5, 3 years to construct, so they lived in a blockhouse on the property while they were here. And after the actual mansion was constructed, they had 6 years here where they were a huge part of the community. But at the end of the 6 year spiel that they had, lots of visitors, social events, things like that, they met Aaron Burr. Now this is post-Hamilton, and Aaron Burr's next line of events after that was the idea to go west of Louisiana and establish a new country, essentially out of the Union. Now he made this sound really good to Harmon and Margaret, and so they agreed to pay and invest their money into this expenditure. And ultimately, President Jefferson heard about it. That is treason in his book, so comes down here, arrests Aaron, arrests Harmon. They're jailed for several months before eventually they are acquitted, but at that point, Margaret and the children have had to flee the island to go to Mississippi, and they never made it back to the island while they were alive. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take you up. Now, this is a replica of the mansion. The original burned down in 1811, so I'll tell you a little more about that here on the next stop. But in 1973-74, they were able to excavate the original foundations. This was a place that really stood out for its time, so there's tons of documentation on not only the house, but the furnishings, the character, both inside, outside, written and illustrated, so it's pretty on par. All right, just this way. Now out here, quite a beautiful area. It is called the Pleasure Garden today, the same as it was called when Harmon and Margaret were here. And this was a big part of Margaret's pride and joy. None of the black walnut trees were here until the 1930s. And in this little crescent moon shrubbery just here, Margaret and her son Harmon Jr. are both buried there. You'll notice earlier I said they never made it back to the island while they were alive, so they did not actually die here. But one of the major historians that took part in the rebuild of this mansion cut through a bunch of red tape, contacted a distant side relative of the Blennerhassetts, got permission, and they were successfully excavated back and given a proper funeral here. All right, and here's Harmon's study, so his man cave, if you will. Right this way.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So just behind you here are the replicas of the portraits that are housed at the Blennerhassett Museum, just so you can try to put a face to the name. Mr. Harmon over there, Miss Margaret.
Wow. So there's pieces in here that on the fireplace mantle.
Oh, yeah.
Over there, those are original. Look at this. You have a little patio area,
It's really nice.
outdoor kitchen. It's cool. Sink. Grill. Wow. Oh, and a fireplace. You can also.
Oh, gas fire. Well, that's what this is for.
Look, light. String light.
Uh-huh. And there's up there's a picnic table and a grill.
Oh, maybe that's a tent site, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. It's a canvas.
Right, so you have windows in them.
At the Doddridge County Lone Pine Campground, they have yurts you could rent. And we're going to go check this one out right now. So you've already enjoyed the porch facilities where they have out here. They had the grill and a whole outdoor kitchen and then a gas fireplace too. So, but let's check this out.
Wow.
Little air conditioner unit right there, a mini split. You got bunk beds. So double one above. Fun lights all around. Cabinet, what's in there? Closet space.
Drawers. Little fridge.
Mm-hmm. They leave any beverages? No. Last people. But kind of a fun little stay. Oh, look at skylight window. Very fun.
Packed some bags and we headed west. Thought that it might be the best thing for us. I was thinking about me and all the things that you'd leave behind. Family and a peace of mind. And I got you. I am gonna love you till the stars go out. Shelter up above you till they all fall down. We ain't got light, we got love. We ain't got light, we got love.
It's moving day for us today, moving out of the Lone Pine Campground at Doddridge County Park here in West Virginia. And you can see over the past couple of days we've had quite a few more people move in. But we're leaving today and we're heading out. We're going to be going to relatives. We're going to mooch dock for a while and kind of continue to enjoy our stay here in West Virginia. One thing I forgot to mention when we did the other internet test is that the park here, Lone Pine Campground, does have free Wi-Fi for the campers, and we're going to do a test right now to test that speed. So let's get ourselves logged into their Wi-Fi right here, Park Guest RV, and then we're going to pull up our app to do a speed test on it. And let's see. And we will see how this is working. I'm a little ways from the transmitter. I know when I was up at the building, we got some really good speed, and especially upload speed. But this is going to be a little more typical where you are. And in fact, we're fairly close to, I believe, where it's being broadcast right now. Some of the deeper campsites a little further back probably don't get quite this speed. But it's got a download of 11.7. This is unusual. Looks like the upload is going to be faster than the download. We got an upload of 24.6 megabits per second, and that's pretty darn good. There's some pretty heavy dew here this morning, so we're going to have to deal with that a little bit. Start getting some things packed up and kind of buttoned up a little bit. The system that works best for us is I tend to pack up the outside, all the outside stuff around the camper, and Michelle packs up everything inside. That way we're doing things simultaneously, and hopefully we can get out of here a little quicker.
You got it.
All right. We did just get the best news of the day. Michelle was about to go up and to this hill to make sure that nobody else was coming down the hill and we were going up, because it's pretty steep and we're going to have to go pretty quick. But we were just informed that there's actually a loop drive that goes around. So that's really good news.
That's great news.